Hello, my friend. Welcome back to English GlowMind. This is day 6. Take one slow breath in and gently breathe out. Let your shoulders relax. Today is a little different. Today, I'm going to give you something you can use for the rest of your life. The 100 most useful words in English. Not rare words, not textbook words. The words people actually say every single day in real conversations. By the end of this lesson, you will have heard all 100. And more importantly, you'll understand why these 100 words matter more than the other 9,000 in your vocabulary book. Let's begin. Have you ever opened a vocabulary book and seen thousands of words? 5,000? 10,000? Maybe more. And you thought, how can I ever learn all of these? It feels impossible. So you study for a few days. You learn 20 new words. The next week, you forget half of them. Then you find another list, another app, another notebook. And after months of studying, you still struggle to understand a simple conversation. If this sounds familiar, you're not learning the wrong way because you're lazy. You're simply trying to learn too much, too soon. Imagine you want to cook dinner. Would you buy every ingredient in the supermarket? Of course not. You only buy what you need most. Language works the same way. Not every English word is equally important. Some words appear every day. Others appear once in a long time. If you learn the words people actually use, your English grows much faster than if you chase rare ones. Here's the idea for today. A small group of words can help you understand a very large part of everyday English. Studies on language have shown that just a few hundred common words appear again and again in conversations, books, podcasts, and daily life. Learning useful words is almost always better than learning unusual ones. So today, we walk through 100 of them together in 6 small groups. Say each word out loud after me, even quietly. Your mouth needs to practice, not just your ears. Group 1, people, 10 words. These are the words you use to talk about who is doing something. I, you, he, she, we, they, it, this, that, who. Repeat after me. I like coffee. You look happy. We are friends. They live nearby. Who is that? Small words. Huge power. With just these 10, you can point to almost anyone in any conversation. Group 2. Actions. 20 words. These describe most of what we do in a day. Go, come, eat, drink, see, look, think, know, want, need, like, love, have, do, make, get, give, take, say, ask. Repeat after me. I want water. I need help. I know the answer. Can you give me that? I have to go. Notice something? You don't need difficult verbs to start speaking. You only need useful ones. These 20 verbs alone can carry you through most of an ordinary day. Group 3. Time. 10 words. These help you tell stories about your life. Today, tomorrow, yesterday, morning, afternoon, night, now, later, always, sometimes. Repeat after me. I worked yesterday. I'll call you tomorrow. I always drink tea in the morning. Let's talk later. See how quickly simple words become real communication? You just told 3 small stories with words you already knew. Group 4, places, 10 words. Places you probably visit every week. Home, school, work, store, park, room, street, kitchen, office, restaurant. Repeat after me. I'm going home. I'm at work. Let's meet at the park. She's in the kitchen. That's 60 words already. Halfway there. Notice how natural these sound? That's because they are exactly the words a native speaker uses without thinking. Group 5. Feelings. 10 words. Ordinary words for ordinary, honest moments. Happy, sad, tired, busy, hungry, cold, hot, excited, afraid, calm. Repeat after me. I'm a little tired. I'm busy today. I'm excited about this. Don't be afraid. Many learners believe advanced English means difficult vocabulary. Actually, advanced speakers often choose simple words. They focus on being clear, not impressive. Real conversations use ordinary words like these. Group 6. Connectors. 15 words. These are the small words that glue your sentences together. And, but, because, so, if, when, also, really, usually, maybe, still, again, very, just, only. Repeat after me. I like it, but it's expensive. I stayed home because I was tired. If you're free, let's talk. I'm still learning. These words don't carry big meaning on their own, but without them, your sentences fall apart. They're the glue. Group 7. Questions and helpers. 10 words. These open every conversation you'll ever have. What, where, when, why, how, which, can, will, would, should. Repeat after me. What is this? Where are you? Can you help me? How does this work? Almost every question in English begins with one of these 10 words. Group 8. Description and quantity. 15 words. The last group, and one of the most useful. Good, bad, big, small, new, old, easy, hard, fast, slow, more, less, all, some, many. Repeat after me. This is really good. That's too hard. I need more time. Some people agree, but not all. And that's 100 words. 10, 20, 10, 10, 10, 15, 10, 15. People, actions, time, places, feelings, connectors, questions, and description. 100 words that quietly sit underneath almost everything you'll ever say in English. Now, let's think about why this actually works. Think about children learning their first language. They don't begin with difficult words. They learn words like mom, milk, eat, sleep, more, no, yes. These words become part of daily life because they hear them every day and use them every day. That's how memory grows naturally. You can learn English the same way. Imagine two students. The first learns 20 rare words every day. The second practices these same 100 words again and again in real sentences. After a few months, who do you think speaks more easily? Usually, it's the second student because those common words become automatic. Their brain doesn't stop to translate. The words simply appear. That's exactly what we're building during these 30 days together. Not a bigger vocabulary, a stronger one. Knowing 1,000 words isn't very helpful if you can't remember them under pressure. Knowing 100 words deeply can change the way you actually speak. Here's a small trick that makes a huge difference. Don't only learn single words, learn them inside short phrases. Instead of learning coffee, learn, I'd like a coffee. Instead of learning home, learn, I'm going home. Instead of learning busy, learn, I'm busy today. Your brain remembers meaning far better than isolated vocabulary. Language is made of patterns, not separate pieces. As you continue listening to English podcasts, reading simple stories, or watching easy videos, you'll notice something interesting. The same words appear again and again and again. At first, it may feel repetitive, but repetition is exactly how your brain learns. Every time you hear a familiar word, your understanding becomes a little stronger. It's like walking the same path through a forest. The more you walk it, the clearer the path becomes. Don't be afraid of repetition. Welcome it. It means you're learning. Now, I want you to try something. Out of these 100 words, choose just one. Only one. And make it your companion today. Use it whenever you can. Say it aloud. Think with it. Write one simple sentence with it before you sleep tonight. You don't need to master all 100 words today. One useful word, practiced many times, is enough. Remember what we've built together so far. On day 1, we let go of constant translation. On day 2, we practice thinking directly in English. On day 3, we learn to speak before feeling completely ready. On day 4, we stopped fearing mistakes. On day 5, we discovered that learning like a child is often the fastest path. And today, on day 6, we've learned that growing your English doesn't mean collecting thousands of words. It means holding on to a small group of useful ones until they truly become part of who you are. Little by little, those words connect. They become phrases. Those phrases become sentences. Those sentences become real conversations. And one day, almost without noticing, English begins to feel familiar. Not because you learned everything, but because you practiced the right things consistently. Before we finish, one gentle reminder. Please don't compare your vocabulary to someone else's. Compare yourself only to yesterday. If today you can use one more word from this list than yesterday, you're improving. If today you can build one more sentence than last week, you're improving. That's how real confidence grows. Quietly, patiently, one word at a time. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this lesson reminds you that you don't need to know every English word to become a confident speaker. You simply need to know the words that help you live your life and use them without hesitation. If you enjoyed today's lesson, please like this video and in the comments, tell me, out of these 100 words, which one do you use most often and which one do you want to practice this week? I'd love to read your answers. If you'd like to continue this journey with me, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Tomorrow, we'll take another exciting step together in day 7. Build confidence one sentence at a time. Until then, take care of yourself. Keep listening, keep practicing, and remember, every small step you take today is building the confident English speaker you'll become tomorrow. See you tomorrow!